Imagine a team that's gotten to the finals, you have not gotten it done 2 years in a row. Right now, you're in the finals again. So it's almost like there's a saying that if it happens a third time, then it's most likely a curse. You understand? If it happens the first time, okay, second time may be a coincidence, but third time is almost becoming like a curse. So they want to try and avoid that the third time. And hopefully they're able to get what I call that overcoming spirit to get to the final, because I don't think there's any team that can stop them. Because even in the regular season, they still couldn't beat the Florida Panthers because of that emotional baggage they are carrying. A team like Calgary Flames that is not good as them was beating Florida. Other teams in the league were beating Florida, but this Oilers team still couldn't beat that Florida team. So there's an emotional baggage anytime they meet the Florida Panthers. So I think they are determined to overcome that string of two consecutive Stanley Cup final losses, and I wish they are, they are prepared for it, approach it, especially the first final they got to. The structure of that team was a bit more mature than the second final. So if they're able to take that kind of mentality into a final this time around, they should be able to get it done. Now in the Western Conference, is a bit up in the air. Colorado is number one favorite across all analytics that I've seen so far, even watching TSN. And Colorado is the team everybody is rooting for. But there's a present course. Whichever team has the best results in the regular season, at least within the last 10 years, does not end up even getting the Stanley Cup or winning it. And that has happened. Even last year, we had Winnipeg Jets as the best team in regular season. They didn't even go near the final at all. So there's a course already existing that Colorado has been the best team in the regular season, but they may not be able to win the Stanley Cup except they want to break the curse that has been there for roughly about 10 years. So Colorado Avalanche are still favorites for a lot of people. Dallas, Vegas, Minnesota, these teams are all legitimate threats, but they still have to prove a lot, especially in this first round. Let's see what they have to show in this first round. Utah Mammoths coming in as a new team, and they're an unpredictable team, not following the normal convention of the hockey wildcard, but they are the only team that team is less than 3 years old, because 4 years ago, Utah Mammoth didn't exist in the league. Even though we've had Utah Hockey Club long ago, but Utah Mammoth as a team is less than 5 years old in the league. And now they are in their first postseason. So a lot of people are looking at, what is the team going to come up with? And the good thing is they've won one of their first two games already. So they are showing that they have that grit. So Edmonton is very much respected in the league, but not so favored. So we'll try to see, how they're able to get out of the West, because they have to go through Colorado. You have to go through the best team in the West to go and represent the West in the Stanley Cup. So looking at the Eastern Conference is a bit different. We have the Carolina and Tampa Bay teams who are powerhouses on their own. Those two normally have to muzzle each other for us to know who will get out of the Eastern Conference, especially if you want to get out of the East, you have to go through the best. And now that we don't have Florida Panthers this year, Carolina and Tampa Bay are most likely the two teams that will have to muzzle it out, and one of them will get out. Buffalo is I consider Buffalo team as a feel-good story. They had a good run immediately coming back from the Olympics. Until now, they are still playing very, very well. They won one of their first two games already, and it shows that they can. Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, they are bringing a lot of star power and youth. Philadelphia has won their first two games already, so it's looking like they need two more wins to be able to get into the second round. So it's becoming like a Cinderella story for Philadelphia Flyers. Philadelphia Flyers happens to be one of the teams too that caught fire after the Olympics. So we're trying to see, where they bring this energy and how they're able to get it done. Montreal and Ottawa are underdogs, with some kind of upside. If you look at an overview generally when you're looking at the conference, they can challenge, and these are two Canadian teams as well. So all of these teams are underdogs to the powerhouse Carolina Hurricanes and Tampa Bay generally. So I want to see, what they're able to do with this first round. And, if they can try and make it count, it will give a lot of fans across Canada a lot of joy. So for me, the key meta teams across, looking at some of the things I've talked about, is emphasizing youth versus experience. A lot of teams have younger players, and that's why I felt bad for the Sharks. I really wanted the Sharks to qualify, San Jose Sharks, because McLean Celebrini was having a very, very good season. But unfortunately, they didn't qualify. So if we have Montreal, Buffalo, Philadelphia, very, very young team, if you look at those three teams, then you have fast, hungry, and that's Tampa Bay. They're playing with a very crazy speed. As in, they're hungry. They really want to show that they are ready. The Carolina, Pittsburgh are playing with more experience than any other thing. They are more structured, and two of them are battle tested. Yeah, but the Pittsburgh Penguins are already going out because the Philadelphia Flyers has beaten them twice already, so they are